Hello everyone, welcome back to another Animal Crossing New Horizons video. My name is Colleen and this is episode 41 of the Chef Challenge that I'm currently doing. If you're new here, the Chef Challenge is me just making bells by only selling food-related items, which we will definitely expand on a little bit today, and I will explain when it comes up, I promise. But if you are new here and you enjoy these sorts of series, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. So, to start out the day, and you might have probably noticed, I was looking through my pockets because they are pretty much full, and so is my storage. So, I really need to pay off my home loan today. That's the only thing that I'm really going to concern myself with, but in the process of all of this, I'm going to start bringing Chai to the campsite so I can eventually move her back onto the island. Because as you can see, that is not her house, that is T-Bone's house, which hopefully I will be able to go inside today so I can see what it looks like. Making my first of very many stops to Nook's Cranny just to sell the produce like I mentioned. Also, saying hello to Panchetti, my love. You thought I was Timmy. But how? I look so much cooler right now. Do you see these sunglasses? So we'll sell the pears, and I also have some giant clams that I need to get rid of. At this point, I'm going to focus on emptying out my pockets as much as possible because you guessed it, I'm going to be cooking and crafting quite a few things today so I can pay this off. But first, let me spend some of my bells on a fence. And you know what? Some fresh food trays sound great too. Give me one of those. And it's mainly just so I can catalog it so I can order even more in the future. But as Isabel mentioned at the very beginning, it is Phoebe's birthday, so I'm just going to wrap up a gift super quickly, head on over there, just talk to a couple people at the party, get it all over with, till I realized, I forgot to fill in this path and it was really bothering me. So I'm going to do this first. Then I'm going to head into the party, say hello to Phoebe, maybe a couple friends, and then I'll get to work. I was honestly expecting there to be at least one more villager here, because Phoebe's been here the entire time. It's so awesome to have you here. Gotta have all my friends around or it's not a real party. Oh, no pressure, but did you happen to bring a present? Kind of felt a little bit of pressure, but yeah. I am really fancy too, you're right. That's wicked generous. Way to make a birthday memorable. You rock. It was great having you here. This birthday totally rocked. Well, wasn't that cute? But it's coffee time now. And I just like how they move their little feet like that when they're waiting. It's adorable. But like I said, just getting my coffee, boosting my energy so I can get a ton of work done. There's lots of cooking to do and maybe some crafting. And I'll perhaps take some time to explain, but Nook's Cranny is paying a higher price for frying pans. And because I'm a chef, what if I just say, I have so many extra frying pans, I need to sell them. And if I'm going to get a premium for it, then why wouldn't I? That would just be so silly. I would be clearly making a financial mistake if I didn't do it. So yeah, if I need a lot more bells, I will be crafting a bunch of frying pans and selling them to Nook's Cranny, and I do not feel guilty about it because I need more storage and I want to be able to decorate more, so I have to. Wow, Chai is so smart. She knows that she's going to move back, so she just left the sofa so that she wouldn't have to worry about moving it. She is such a genius. Just placing the staircase that I had gotten so I can just collect as many donations as possible before paying it off. I'm just focusing on the home loan right now. I'm not going to get distracted, I promise. But first I am going to look for my DIY, because I remember that I hadn't done that yet, and it's actually a recipe and one that I don't have yet. You'll love to see it. But now the process begins. I'm emptying out my pockets, making as much space as possible for this produce that I'm going to turn into wheat and then this tomato curry. And I actually didn't have any flour left in my inventory, so I won't be able to make quite as much as I normally do. Though I do have some wheat that I didn't harvest, I guess, now that I'm thinking about it. But that's fine because look at all of this iron I've been hoarding. I didn't realize how much I had collected over time, but I must not have been crafting really anything with it. So heading over to Nook's Cranny with our first batch. Now we've only got 6 frying pans this time around, but trust me, there will be many, many more. Because that isn't quite very close to 273,000, which is how much I need to pay off the rest of the house. So now we've got our second batch here, and I am going to edit it as quickly as possible so this doesn't take up a ton of time in the video. A bit closer. Much better idea of how much I'm going to make by, filling up my inventory. So third time, let's see how close. Not quite there, unfortunate. So one more small batch and then I will be good to go. Beautiful. So I will head straight over to the plaza and finish paying off my home loan. And while I'm there, I will also talk to Tom Nook and get the process going so that I can upgrade it tomorrow. But I'm just not going to include that because honestly, it's kind of boring. But on to the good stuff here. I am inviting Chai over to my campsite. If you're not familiar with the amiibos, you have to invite them 3 days in a row. Or I don't actually know if it has to be in a row. Probably. But you have to invite them 3 times, and if you talk to them a couple times, they'll request a certain crafted item. And it's actually really cool because if you don't have that DIY, they'll give it to you at the same time. When it comes to being outdoors, I usually go glamping because red camping isn't glam enough. If my camp isn't glam, then I usually revamp my, plamp? Sorry, I lost the rhyme there, flap flap. But anyways, she wanted the wooden full-length mirror, which weirdly enough, I did not have the DIY for that yet. Very odd. But we've got it all ready, so we'll head straight back to the campsite. And of course, she absolutely loves it. It is croquette-tastic. You don't have to cry. It's okay. It took a lot of effort, but oh my gosh. She knows. She remembers. They pretend that they don't remember, but they remember. She knows I'm a chef. Wow. Best friends. We are on to the next day though. I didn't want to waste any time and just felt like with the last episode not really being a chef episode, I wanted to do 2 days for this one. So on to day 2, and I'm putting all of these things into the storage because I can. And it feels amazing. Look at these 3 just running around with their sticks. Imagine being that free. Off to the campsite. I already invited her. It's all set. We're going to see what she wants me to craft, and then I'm going to do that. And then to finish off the episode, I'm going to clear off a big portion of the cliff that I've been meaning to for a while. But as you saw, Chai wanted a shell table this time around, which takes 7 sand dollars. That took a little bit of extra time. Not that much actually. I was kind of expecting to have to go to like a surprise island, whatever it's called, and I didn't. I actually had them all laying on the beach because I never pick up my shells. I'm like so lucky to have someone from Croquette to make me another souvenir. Oh my gosh, thanks. I'm so like moved that someone made this for me. Here, take this, an explorer's hat as a thank you. Not quite as cool as the chef's hat, I'm going to be honest. Should Toads invite me camping again sometime? I heart this island so much. I know, right? Oh, T-Bone's home. Let's cause some chaos. Alright, that's enough fooling around. Let's go do some work. I actually forgot to mention this, but Daisy May is also here, but I'm not going to buy any turnips this time around because I can't really guarantee if I'm going to play during the day for the next week or so I just really don't want to waste my bells. But as you can see, just clearing out this cliff like I said I was going to. I think I'm going to do some restaurant builds up here, so make sure that you're looking out for those videos. But as for this one, we are reaching the end of it here. So if you've enjoyed, make sure that you subscribe, or if you are already, make sure you like the video. And as always, I hope you all have a wonderful day.